Reid Nation, what is going on? Reid Nation, you guys are amazing. Reid Nation, you guys are the best. How you guys doing? We're back with another video. We're going to be talking about what WWE 2K20 needs to offer. I guess you could call this a wish list video, but I don't want to really call it a wish list video because I'm tired of using the wish list. Because when you do a wish list video, you gotta make a part 1, you gotta make a part 2, you gotta make a part 3. I really just want to just talk about it straight away. I won't make this forever because this video can't be forever. But I just want to talk about what 2K20 needs to offer right now. I just posted, maybe, I don't know, these all are just being recorded at the same time. The 2K20 video about the cover. And one thing from that needs to be offered is a female on the main cover of the game of 2K20. Now we can get into my career. As I said from the last video, I think 2K20, my career should at least be way longer than the last one. Now, what I mean by longer is, I don't want, one thing 2K has had an issue, with the WWE game. Not even, they have not had the issue with NBA as much, but they do have it with NBA. As when the first season ends, like most of the cutscenes or anything like that, all the good stuff ends at the first season. Like 15, 16, 17, 18, it's always been like that. It was worse in 16 and 15 and 17. But I think they should make a longer my career for WWE. In a sense, if you played SVR series, or if you played anything before the new next gen consoles, all those my careers were pretty much long. Like, you played it, like, you could play it for at least like 7, like you could be through 7 years of WrestleMania and you still get new cutscenes because everything is different. Everything keeps going. It's lit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's completely lit, and that's why people go back and play those. It's even getting worse where people are going to play Fire Pro Wrestling because people like it better than the new WWE 2K19 game. Well, I won't tell. Well, I could call it new because it's been out for a couple months. It's becoming a long-going issue. What else? I won't talk too much about my career, but a lot of stuff needs to be fixed. The VC stuff. Now, I would love to just use VC to buy my abilities. I don't care. I mean, I'll grind for the abilities and all that. But for clothes, I think that should be removed for VC for clothes. Now, at first I was like, man, this is kind of smart. But as you start playing, you want your character to have a certain attire, but you can't do it because either it takes all your VC or you have to get those cards and see if what you want is in there. They should get rid of that for attire, entrances, movesets, taunts, all that. Like, they should get rid of VC because that really kills your character. Because most people, it shouldn't have been in the game the way the way the game was set up with how the journey was. Your players already had experience, so your players shouldn't be using default movesets or movesets that can be better. You should be able to improve, and getting VCs, most of the time it's kind of hard, or getting like 100,000 VC and just spending it, it's difficult. So I think that all should be removed. I would keep it on abilities because I don't want to have my player boosted all the way to 100 and he's not even at NXT or even at the start of his wrestling career. I don't want to be at 100. That part I can agree on. I think that should be removed. Give us more interests. Now, what I mean by more interests, I don't want, I know we have the regular interests that every superstar uses, but give us more generic interests. It seems like all the generic interests are the same every year. Give us at least 50 generic interests that can make our player unique. I don't want to have the same interests as anybody else, because there's gonna be like 500 different people with Ricochet's entrance or Aleister Black's interests. I'm good. I'm good. So I think that should be fixed. Give us more generic title entrances and give us more of regular people's entrances in the game, because there's way more people in the WWE that has title entrances, and they give us like maybe like 10 people. And they should, I don't know if they have double title entrances in the game still, but they should bring that back, because most people could have different titles. Like for my career, you can win the tag team championships with your partner, but then end up getting into a title match for the Intercontinental Championship. And so, like, if you win it, you should have both. You should be winning both titles. You know, we saw that with Seth Rollins before Dean turned on it. Well, pretty much after Dean turned on him, he was carrying around the titles, and he was carrying around the Intercontinental Championship, even though he lost kind of both throughout the month or a month prior. So it does make kind of sense to do a double title. They had double title entrances. I don't know if it's still there or not, but they used to have it, and they weren't really good, you know. So I feel as if they should bring that to. They should really bring more and bring that back to the platform if the double title entrance is not there. What else is for my career? I don't. That's really all I have. The problems. Give us more custom ability with hairs, facial expressions, not facial expressions, but more faces, stuff like that. Because I still feel like I'm playing with a created character. I want to feel as my person is really in the WWE. I like to go that realistic route. Some people like to go crazy and make ridiculous looking people. But in my opinion, I want my character to look really authentic, like he really belongs there. And we don't get that many options. So more hairstyles. I've mentioned that throughout the years. I have dreads, and they don't really. The dreads they don't have many good dreads. I feel as if they should really have a couple of different styles of dreads. Some like NBA has, where you could click on a dread style, you could change the length, and you could change the way it's styled and look. That would actually just like make me smile, honestly. You know, or you can have it in a ponytail and have a design on the side. That's lit. Or have it faded and stuff like that. So yeah. So we're gonna get out of my career. I want to talk about characters, and look, I'm getting like YouTube comments. I'm sorry, I'm looking. I want to talk about characters. I know a lot of characters don't look as realistic as they should, and from how they look in real life. For example, Ronda Rousey character model does not look great. It does not look good. I feel as if they should really take their time when they're scanning these stars. I know they're doing their best. I'm not complaining, because I still play the game. If I was not playing the game, like I complained about 2K18 last year, but I had a right to, and I didn't, because I had a right to complain, because there was a lot of BS that was not in the game. A lot of people was like, if it's such an issue, do I stop playing it? I did stop playing it. That's why I'm complaining, because it's that bad. So I'm not complaining about this. I'm just like stating like the faces need to be they do it so well for NBA. I feel like they should really take their time, before they really get down to everything else. They should really take their time with the faces, because the faces are the most important things when playing with the character. Like if the character looks like crap, it's so hard to really play with them, because it's like, damn, I'm just playing with somebody that looks like he came from Community Creations, So I feel as if like a lot of stars, like I didn't really have a problem with a lot of people's I got to say I didn't really have a lot of problems with people's models. Like everybody looked pretty decent. I feel like Seth was like, I feel like they should just really fix his hair. Like this, I don't know what is wrong with, I don't know, but it seems like his hair gets worse and worse each year. Last time it looked pretty decent was maybe 14 and 15. Now throughout the other years, I was like, dog, like they should really fix this. But I know they will, because they always improve each year. I'm just stating some stuff that I see. I know they're going to improve on all these characters, give all these characters new entrances. I'm not worried about that. Most characters are going to get new entrances this year. Everybody's doing something different. Nobody does the same entrance. Like, literally, John doesn't do the same entrance. Daniel doesn't do the same entrance. Charlotte doesn't do the same entrance. Becky doesn't do the same entrance. Carmella changed her entrance up. Seth did. All of them. Dean did. So, most people that have been on TV and have gotten TV time throughout the year are going to get new entrances because everybody is pretty much doing something different or changing up their style. I'm not worried about that. Attires, only person I can really see the same attire is John Cena. That's only person I know. Maybe Dean will have a different attire. It's gonna be way different next year. It's gonna be a lot of people with different looks, different attires. I'm just hyped for it. I really like the details on characters in 2K15. I'm not gonna lie. 2K, they had some awful moments, I think, but 2K15 graphics were really good. I'm not gonna lie, for the first next gen console, they were good. But then 16 went to shit. Like the graphics, I was like, they downgraded the graphics, and then 17 was like, oh my gosh, 17 had the worst WWE graphics of next gen console. I can't front. Everybody just looked awful. It didn't even look like a next gen console. Like, I looked like I was still playing like the last gen console, which I'm glad they improved on for 18 and then 19. So yippee. So what else do I want to talk about? I talked about that. More moves for characters, better entrances. What else? What else? I actually mentioned this on Twitter. I think they should do a mode on the game where it's called like a fan mode, where somebody's gonna steal this idea, but fuck it. Just know I am the first ever person on the 2K community. I am the first person. I am the first person in the 2K community to mention this. I was the first one to think of this. So if 2K ever puts it in the game, it's because I thought of it. I think they should do a fan mode in the game where if they should have it two ways. Well, if you want, like, let's say you don't want to play the game, you just want to watch the simulation, but you're not going to record any gameplay or anything. Like, you just want to watch the simulation, like, from a fan's point of view. They should have it like how they have like big head mode. They should have like a fan mode where you click on it, and as the match is going on, you're viewing it as a fan in the crowd, and you can actually they can actually ask, like, where do you want to be seated. You can say, I want to be seated right by the ramp, by the ring. I want to be seated by the nosebleeds. I want to be seated all the way up here. Like, you can pick your actual seat, and you're just standing, like, you're just sitting by a whole bunch of fake people. But it's okay. Like, I think that would be really cool. Like, literally, you could just sit there and watch it from that standpoint. As a fan, most people are gonna do the other ones. They're gonna do the one by the ring, like when you're just looking at by a ring. And I think they should have it where you can click on a button to interact with the superstar, as in, like, it says it has the buttons like press X to shake hand, or press X to shake hand, or press square to show them, get it like an autograph or something like that. And I think that would be cool, like, low key, like. And then, like, let's say like John Cena comes out, he throws his he salutes, and then, like, he's running, or no, he's not. Well, or if he throws his stuff, like, you have like an ability that said, do you want to catch something and grab it? And what they can actually do that'd be really cool is that when you grab a souvenir, they actually put it as where you can use it on a character. That'd be kind of lit. Like, I think that would be awesome. Literally. What else? I think they should use it after matches, like after somebody loses or that person wins and you like a fan of them. When he walks back, you can actually, like, ask for autograph or take a picture. That'd be like lit as that'd be kind of lit. We saw a glimpse of fan mode inside of, I think, SVR 2000. I want to say 2009 or 10, when Santino Marella, you was with your creative player, and you had you were watching, I think it was Santino Marella I think you were watching the Santino Marella by the crowd, and you see him right there. I thought that was cool. Like when I was watching, I'm like, this is kind of cool, and you can move it around, look around, like that type of stuff is lit. Like I love that type of stuff, and I think they should really implicate that inside the game. Now, the second way I want like fan mode to be is, let's say if you're a superstar and you just want to watch the match ring like in the crowd, you can pick a superstar you want to be, and you can watch the match, and then you can choose if you want to jump over the barricade and interfere, or if you, or you could do something where you disguise, like you're in a rivalry and you disguise as a fan, and as soon as do like some Enzo Amore thing, and then as soon as the match is over or during the match, you can undisguise and jump in and like attack. That would be cool. Now, knowing this is I was the first person to think of this mode. No one else has thought about this. So if somebody else mentions it in this mode, they watch my video. I'm so serious. Like, I'm the only one that thought about this. Like, I literally had to think what I wanted in the game, and I'm telling you right now, like, this is what I want implicated in the game. This should be in the game. They should put that in the game. That's what I want. That's what I want. I think they should offer us that. That's what they should offer us to that. If I ever get sent out, which I probably won't, I would tell them that. I would tell them, like, this should be a mode in the game, even though y'all ain't got time to put this in. I think this should be for future games to come. What else do I think should be in the game? Or what else the 2K20 should offer us? Showcase mode. So, Showcase mode is gonna probably stay in the game. Again, the reason why they took it out years ago is because it's too much work to do, which really it shouldn't have been compared to what they were really doing. I mean, even if the game is trash, if the showcase mode was good, I was still gonna play it and give you a higher rating than I was before. I don't know who can be on showcase mode this year. The great one mentioned Randy Orton. That'd be an actual cool showcase. I ain't gonna lie. I just don't want him on the cover. That would be a cool showcase mode. To know his backstory, they could do a Triple H showcase mode. We've seen The Rock. We haven't really seen much. We haven't seen a full Rock showcase mode, like when he was rocking Maivia with the Jerry curl hair. We haven't really seen that. You know, we seen the Dan. I'm mad we already seen the Daniel Bryan one. Let's see a Shield. I would love to see a Shield showcase mode. I would love to see that. No lie. I would love to see how they work. Because if you go back to 2K15, they had this Shield in the showcase mode with the CM Punk stuff. But it was off. Because when they first attacked Ryback, they didn't have their full Shield attire. They was all wearing sweaters and shit. They was all wearing sweaters and shit. So it's like I really think they should capture on one of the Shield. I would love a Shield showcase. That's what I want, a Shield showcase. We're not gonna get that. We're probably gonna get a Randy Orton, which is fine, is whatever. But one thing that would be really cool for a Shield showcase is we'll have the younger Shield like models. I think they should go for a Shield showcase mode. They should really start it off by showing how they growed from FCW, NXT, how they became, stuff like that. I don't know if they're gonna do FCW. I don't know. WWE owns FCW, I believe. So I mean, they should. That was the first development before NXT. When NXT came around, like they went on NXT because Seth was the first one to hold the NXT championship. When NXT like became a legit like place where the newer talent goes, like it started off with Roman, Seth, and then I think Dean came around. I don't think Dean was on NXT. I think Dean came around with the Shield because originally CM Punk was supposed to be in the Shield. CM Punk was supposed to be part of the Shield, and he didn't want to do that bullshit. So I think they either added Dean or they added Roman. It was one of the two because they already knew they was gonna get Seth. So yeah, if you guys don't know, Roman was a heel in NXT, and he was like, people like think about it, like he should turn heel. I think he should too, but you gotta realize he's been heel like twice. He's with the Shield and NXT, so they could show that, and then show how they growed as how they grow, how they turn on each other, all the matches that they had. that'd be kind of cool just to now. Like, when I say Shield Showcase mode, it doesn't have to technically be strictly they're all their tag match and stuff. It could be like an origin story for each superstar, and you play with each superstar. Like, that should be the case. And I'd just love to have younger version models of them and then older versions. Like, that'd be cool. Like, I could have a Seth Rollins from 14, 15, 16, like, different looks. Like, you know how cool that is? Like, a different Roman for the full tattoo, Dean with the slick back hair, and then to the crazy hair. Like, just do those type of stuff. Like, I don't think 2K is really gonna get that creative. Not even like laughing or something about that. Like, 2K is very creative. They work hard, but I think they kind of take loopholes throughout stuff because of how hard it is to develop a game, which is understandable. I can't never like sit here and say I've developed a game in my life, so I understand it takes a lot of work. So that's why I don't really sit and make a whole bunch of videos bashing their game, because they've had some good stuff in their games. Like, Universe mode for 2K19 has been pretty decent. Like, the best Universe mode they've had since 14. But, 14 really wasn't their game. It was still THQ. I think them and THQ should really work together. I think to bring THQ back and really work on, making a good game and what defines a WWE game. That's really all I need to say. Make the ring sound better. Make more weapons. Make the weapons look actually like legit cool. How they hit people, like, work on that. Like, I want to make sure, like, because some people, I mentioned this, like, when you use a weapon, everybody should react different. A cruiserweight should react different. A big man should act different. They have that they have that for, like, big people, like, because sometimes they don't always go down. I think they should really work on that, and moves as well. I've mentioned this before. Everybody reacts to a move different. Most people react to majority. Everybody reacts to a move different. So when you're doing a move to somebody, everybody shouldn't react the same. If I hit a Stone Cold Stunner on The Rock, I want to see his ass do cartwheels and flip, because that's what he does. I want to hit, like, if I do a super kick to Dolph Ziggler, I want to see him sell it like Dolph Ziggler. I think they have not really thought about that, but everybody should sell different. Now, what I mean, they're not going to do it for everybody, but I think they should mostly, for a lot of main stars, they should really look at how they sell stuff, because everybody's going to sell different. And I don't, like, because that's one thing that really, like, loses me in a game, is when I'm doing the same moves to different people and they all react the same. It mind boggles me. Only time they react different is sometimes when I'm doing my finisher. One time it'll end a certain person, but then sometimes people just kick out constantly. So that's the only thing I know that's different. Work with the pins. When I'm knocked out, I don't want to, like I've mentioned that before, my hand shouldn't be like this. I should be like this. Like, I don't know, they'll eventually just, like, get it right, but until then, I don't know. Hopefully they see this video. They won't, but if they do, I really hope they take account of what I'm saying. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. I love you guys all. And yeah, tell me, guys, down below, what do you think? What do you think WWE 2K20 should offer us? You guys are gonna have a buttload of stuff to say, so I'm gonna look through it. And I'm out. Reid Nation. One love, peace. Catch you guys later. Subscribe. Say bless. I'm out. See you.